One of the hardest way to change is look at yourself from the angle of weakness. For example, let's say you have an ego, you have anger issues, and then you look at it and then say, I'm going to work on these areas specifically until I become this a better version of myself. Working from that angle is the hardest. Why? Because you're working from an angle of judging yourself. You're working from an angle of I'm not good enough. You're working from a lack, and a limited mindset. The moment you do that, you realize that you can't grow because you're beating yourself up rather than bringing yourself up. So the easiest way to change is self-love. That's the best. Just loving yourself. And I mean loving of appreciating who you are, just the way you are. Whether you have anger issues, whether you have an ego, whether you're short, whether you're sick, just loving yourself the way you are and appreciating the way you are, and knowing that you're a spiritual being in a physical experience. Therefore, the physical, can never be perfect, but the spiritual is always perfect. The moment you realize that you're perfect as a spiritual being, and you fall in love with the physical the way it is, you realize that the physical will start shifting to the direction that it's supposed to be, not to the direction that you think it's supposed to be, but to the direction where the spiritual think it's supposed to be. So self-love will always transform a country. Self-love will always transform the people around you. Self-love will always change you and make you a better person.